Hello everybody, welcome to another episode of Triangle Strategies. So, I've gotten to the part of where we need to go. So, just to quickly recap, we've just surrendered the prince. We got forced into killing Landroy, which is the Folk's house. They were one of the high houses. Let's have a look. Should say here. So yes, we just beaten Landroy, burned down his fields, and basically stabbed him in the back. Now, what's happening? Yeah, execution draws near. Sorcerers are... Yes. Sorcerers marching in on my land and planning to attack me. Now, we're at an impasse on whether to side with Hyzant or to keep being manipulated by Esfrost, hoping for some later opportunity. That opportunity never arrives. So, let's see what the alternative is. But, you know, they'll get into detail of the actual choice right here.
Anna, a report on our current situation, if you will.
Perfect.
Yes, sir. Both Esfrost and Hyzant have mustered armies and are drawing upon Castle Wolfort as we speak. Given the sudden military action, Prince Roland's execution has been stayed.
Thank you, Anna. We have much to consider.
Indeed, our situation may be grim, but there is opportunity in chaos. However, we have scarce little time to find it.
What are you thinking, Benedict? Are we to seriously consider fighting under Esfrost's banners?
The time that House Wolfort could stand alone ended with the Saltiron War. There is no future for us if we do not cast our lot with a greater nation. However, we at least have the freedom of choice.
Choice? What choice do we have?
I see. You had an ulterior motive to requesting aid from Esfrost.
Just so. We could offer
Right.
Hyzant a glorious victory.
The Archduke's army would be caught off guard. Are you certain Hyzant would offer us asylum?
Most certainly. House End would be eager to bolster their flagging reputation by defeating Esfrost in the field. Doubtless, both nations view us as prey on its last legs. They forget that a cornered wolf is the most dangerous.
That means we must consider allying with Esfrost as well.
If that is what we decide, then so be it, so long as we decide. Esfrost did not ignite the fires of war lightly. They prepared for 30 years.
Yeah, and that's why I sided with them.
Even
They're
so,
far more
they
prepared for
would
it.
only have acted if they had confidence in their chances at victory.
Well,
Do you
Gustavo
believe
specifically.
Esfrost's ambition could swallow even Hyzant?
It's not
That ain't
Esfrost's
the
will.
point.
It's
That's
very
what those
specifically
bastards did.
Gustavo's
I
vision.
can't well say I savored the thought of fighting under them. Couldn't look at myself in the mirror, in fact.
Nothing would be more shameful than failing our duty to our house.
So we have to decide then. Esfrost or Hyzant?
Neither force has the upper hand. Our choice will surely guide the tide of battle.
I forget what
Very
was
well.
Hyzant's
Then let us
objective
consult
for
the scales.
attacking Wolford at this specific route and time. I know Sorcery just wants Wolford under their thumb actually, yeah, that's what it is. They wanted to annex Wolford through military conquest by right of conquest, as opposed to manipulating them via the other route. Let's have a look. First Esfrost and now Hyzant. Just what do they want with House Wolford? I thought we were all allies. Nozelli was meant to know true peace. We even held a celebration for our new mining venture. Don't they have any shame? Not yield the domain to anyone. This land is ours. Remains of dead way to stand. The great powers of the realm. This one. Yes. Yes, sir. Both nations are naught but thieves looking to steal our land. They'll learn to fear the warriors of Wolford in due time. Our house must stand together. Now more than ever, I'm counting on you. Is it the same guy the whole time? So by the end of the story, he has his wife gets pregnant and then births a child by the end of the campaign and requests to basically leave. So glad Roland's execution has been stayed. Still, I cannot help but wonder how he fares in the enemy's hands. The scales have decided our path, but does not change the fact that I handed my own friend over to invaders. I have the right to fret over it. No. That's not even alive if they are control Glenbrook. No harm will come so long as... no. Because they still have a spare. They have Cordelia. If Roland dies, they can just marry into the royal family, which they did. I wish we could help him, but we turned him over to protect our domain. We must keep pushing for now this one. Just lying. It's not what I think, but it's what would reassure him. But we all know that His Highness can be sometimes, indeed. He isn't the type to merely accept his fate as a puppet. Let alone one of Gustaf's. I wish he would be more careful. What does Aspros hope to gain by invading Glenbrook in the first place? I mean, if you succeed, you gain a whole domain. You gain a whole kingdom. If we did, we might be able to figure out how to counter the Archduke. Okay, so conspire with Sorcery. So get you done. Knowledge of both nations has caused me quite a dilemma. While I am concerned about fighting alongside the clannish holy state, I cannot bring myself to put faith in the duchy either. What are your thoughts, Lord Serenoa?
In that case...
They prefer to fight alongside Hyzad. Might I inquire as to why? Holy State holds the right to Norzelia's soul. I would... No, they don't. I would use this battle as a means to better our relationship. I do not think our situation will improve so long as we bend the knee to Aspros. Holds the right to Norzelia's soul. Norzelia's soul? No. They explicitly trade Hyzad's salt to go across Norzelia, but that's not the... Okay, well, they don't know that yet.
Possibly.
Indeed, we need Hyzad power and aid more than ever. The Duchy is wary of House Wolford. They may not be so generous with their soldiers or supplies in the future. On the other hand, we might be able to gain precisely that if we join forces with the Holy State with the common goal of felling Esros. Is there anything else on your mind, my lord? We don't know what sort of treatment Hopper is being subject to. I wish I could rescue him at the soonest opportunity. Not that. To be perfectly honest, I find it hard to stomach bending the knee to some sane cowards who invaded Glenbrook and slayed King Regna.
Possibly.
His Majesty may have pleaded guilty to the charges, but there is no denying what we saw with our own eyes. I can understand the frustration you must feel, Lord Serenoa. Those very feelings may be the key to winning our next battle. Bam. Perfectly done. Yep. You're next.
Lord Serenoa.
I agree with Eldor. I don't want to be allies with Aspros. But siding with Hyzad now is tantamount to betrayal, and who would dare trust such disloyal warriors after that? It's Sorcery. He doesn't care. He just wants the extra military might and a new puppet. I wonder if the others would agree. See, Proton Man, I will make you so sure we should ally with Hyzad. Remain forever the Duchy's prisoners. Should we stay on their side? Wrangles may result in the Duchy swallowing us whole in the near future. The Holy State has something greater than military might on his side. Something even more Aspros could contend with. What? No, go with this one.
Good point.
You haven't given up Roland, have you? I'm sorry, Hewitt. We are bound by the tipping of the scales. But things have changed. As both friend and vassal, I want to save Roland, I must. Thank you, Lord Sernar. With Hyzant on our backs, we may even be able to negotiate Prince Roland's release. Lord Sernar, is there anything I should consider? Perhaps if you help me gain more insight into where my token should land. I cannot imagine what would become of us should we stand by Aspros and lose the battle by Hyzant. Do you think we trust? Do you think we can trust Nana? The Duchy's growing power is a threat to the Holy State. Now is the only time we can ask for their aid. That's logical, but I don't think she would do that. I think this is what we want. Should we stand by Aspros and lose the battle by Hyzant? No.
But
I'm sure it's a surprise you have to ask. He is the type of leader who invades other nations without a second thought. Not to mention a cunning tactician. We couldn't possibly imagine what sort of thing that man is scheming. Our relationship with Aspros are currently stable. I wonder if the benefits of allowing Hyzant are worth destroying that. It seems you and I are not the same mind, Lord Sir. May I ask your reasons? Forces are in poor condition. I believe House N's wealth could help us back on our feet. It does. It does in fact do that. I believe Hyzant's attack the perfect opportunity to release us from the impasse we have reached. After we handed over Roland, I noticed a change in Aspros, and not a good one. Things will only get worse from here on out.
yes,
Invading the Fog's domain was a serious blow to our forces indeed. It is clear that they aim to weaken us, and I suppose we do not need an ally like that. But that was easy.
We must decide.
Their strength and weakness, we carefully consider which best serve us in battle. I wonder what the others might be thinking. So you suggest we join forces with Hyzant? I must admit, I am curious as to your reason, my lord. May be able to use swords as a means to gain more powerful allies in the Holy State. No. Allying with the Holy State would change the course of this war. There is no telling what other paths may reveal themselves before us. That is the wealthiest nation. Nah, they don't care about that. Good supply would be second to none. This one.
Perhaps.
Well, I understand your
If
feelings.
so,
I must caution you against too much hope into the unknown, especially given our situation. I imagine you must be quite concerned about Roland's well-being, but that is all the more reason we must proceed with caution.
Certainly not.
Allow me one more question, my lord. What are your thoughts on Aspros? Stands for justice. As such, I simply cannot accept Aspros' rule. When might is right. But then you're also might is right, because that's how justice works. Because justice can only be enacted if you're strong enough to actually combat the injustice. So you just follow the same principle. I fear that the people of Glenbrook will eventually tire of resisting Gustavo if they see us brought to heel. The longer we remain under the command, the more fraught our situation will become. This one. Indeed, the Duchy likely intends to rid Glenbrook of all the high houses, just as they did Folks the other day.
However,
We must be free of their control as soon as possible. The question is whether that time is now or later. Alright, let's go. So, if I recall, this route is only just the battle and then the aftermath.
It is time to cast our
and then we'll
votes.
start seeing repeating things.
Do we join forces with the army of Esfrost? Or do we choose to side with Hyzant? Approach the scales of conviction with your token at the ready. The scales of conviction will illuminate the path we've chosen.
I think I nailed it. I definitely got the majority vote, if not unanimous. Yeah,
The
unanimous.
way forward is decided. We ally with the holy state of Hyzant and decimate the Esfrosti forces. road forward is decided.
I will
We
say this
fight
might
for
be a
Hyzant and
fairly
crush
short
Esfrost's
episode.
forces.
I shall send word to Minister Sorsley at once to arrange a parley and discuss strategy.
I'll send word to the guards to shut the gates and tighten their patrols.
Thank you, and let us attend to our duties.
I pray Minister Sorsley will hear us out.
From distant parapets, even the greatest armies appear benign. Let us hope Sorsley becomes more amenable to an alliance with a full reckoning of Esfrost's power.
Regardless, I sense a hard fight on the horizon.
To be fair, the Esfrost fight was actually fairly easy. Because, like, Avlora was there, it was, like, very annoying and quite difficult to kill. Alright.
Minister Sorsley, leading the forces of the Holy State of Hyzant, advances into the Wolffort domain. The once proud house has found themselves shorn of the freedom they held so dear, and trapped between two nations bent on expansion. Their only hope of survival is to cast their lot with one of their would-be adversaries. Serenoa chooses to side with Hyzant, crafting a plot to betray General Avlora and drive the army of Esfrost from his home. The road ahead is precarious, and a single misstep could spell the end of House Wolffort and all who serve it.
So we're to seek reprieve from Hyzant, the same nation under which my mother and her people were branded heretics and endured untold suffering.
I understand your
We were gonna do
hesitation
that
in
anyway.
fighting by their
We'd be
side,
forced to
Frederica,
do it.
but there is no other way. You needn't take the field if you wish.
Nonsense. I am a Wolffort now. I will fight.
As you wish.
Sheila, tell us what you know about this Minister Sorsley.
Sorsley is one of the Saintly Seven. He oversees the salt harvest at the source and the Roselle that work there. His authority over Hyzant's salt gives him great influence, but many whisper of his petty and jealous nature behind his back.
So he's got the resources to put up a fight then, eh?
And he has been preparing for this moment. We can expect his forces to be well provisioned and well trained.
Do not think he will be easily swayed. The Saintly Seven are not known for heeding the pleas of common men.
I mean, he's a lord.
Then we shall
He's
have
not
to
a common man.
distinguish ourselves from common men.
Surely he will see that he only stands to benefit from joining our forces. It is the only way to guarantee Esfrost's defeat. The future of House Wolffort will hinge on the hours to come. May we all arrive at the end of
Main
them
thing is, I
safely.
want to see if Ulfric gets used
House Wolffort shall persevere.
on the Wolffort castle. Is it a castle or a fort?
My lord, we've received word from General Avlora. She plans to meet the enemy army at the docks. She asked that we meet her there at once to hold a war council.
Then let us not keep her waiting.
If I recall, she wanted to be the vanguard, and then we just had to stay out of her way.
Had enough.
Oh, repeat scene of this.
Had enough. Where are your manners? You are our captive, and it is only by my brother's grace that you aren't eating scraps off the floor.
She should be crying tears of joy for our largesse. Perhaps she still has delusions of
The
royalty.
hell's a largesse? I'm gonna look that up quickly.
We should disabuse her of such notions. She must learn to finish her meal, even if we must force it down her gullet.
It's a largesse.
Don't flail too much, dear, else this fork might prick something it isn't meant to. Get away!
Generosity in bestowing money or gifts upon another. That's
What
a
is
really
that
weird
infernal
word for
racket?
that.
She's so cruel, brother. She said she spits on Esfrost's generosity.
Must you bicker like children? Remind me how old you are, Erica.
Old enough.
Have you finished with your duties, brother? If so, perhaps we could enjoy a meal together.
My duties are endless. In fact, I would have you two oversee our occupation of the capital in my stead.
Can't you have that brute of Laura do it?
General Avlora is afield. House Wolfort has requested our aid, and they deserve some token for handing us the prince. Your options for rescue are fast dwindling, Princess.
They'll be gone at last. It must be tonight.
To be fair, Cordelia's a massive badass for pulling this off. Despite all that suffering and bullying and, you know, coercion, she has a little bit of a fire in her. I can respect that. Especially being around Talos and Erica. I would have murdered them so fast.
And you are certain the other saints harbor no suspicions?
House End is known for its clandestine dealings. They suspect nothing outside of the ordinary.
Good. Do not fail me, Booker. We must open another transportation route now that Glenbrook is close to us. We mustn't let a mere war stem the flow of our goods.
Of course, Your Excellency. Once we have secured the Wolfort domain, I suspect our work will proceed even faster than before. To say nothing of the accolades you are sure to receive from the Holy One for bringing Wolfort into the fold.
At last, Exham and those sniveling upstarts will know their place. They will see who among the Saintly Seven truly wields the power, as will the Holy One. Only Esfrost's forces stand in our way.
Oh, the Heart of You
Have the
versus one.
Wolforts agreed to our plan?
Yes, Your Excellency. When the time is right, they will turn on Esfrost, and we shall entrap them from both sides.
Good. Good. I
Sounds
wish
like this
you
battle's
glory
going
on
to
the
be easy.
battlefield, Booker. Crush those as frosty dogs under your heel. When they have been well bloodied and bruised, I shall lead the main force to deliver their final punishment. The detractors of House End's military cunning will have to hold their tongues after today.
Yeah, okay, yeah, we're gonna explore the dock first and then we'll get some stuff. Hopefully I'll get something different here.
Our scouts have sent their report. Hyzant has dispatched a small force bound to our location. They're expected to arrive at nightfall.
We will do battle in the dark, then.
We should map out the perimeter and terrain before they come.
You sound frightened. There is no need. My troops shall make quick work of Sorsley. You will see that giving us Roland was the wise choice.
I simply think it best to be prepared. There is no room for regrets in battle.
small force. What is that bastard planning?
Likely he intends to strike after we've worn each other thin. Victory will come easily for him then.
Saving the ripest fruit for himself, eh? Seems no matter where we look, some beast is slavering for a bite of our land.
And this is the beast we have chosen to side with. We must move forward lest we look back in doubt.
Imagine Avlora just walking back inside and just hearing that. Pierce will be facing off against his Frost army in the rain. I shall have a look around before the Byzantian forces arrive. House Wolforts look nervous, but they needn't worry. We've got General Avlora on our side. She's never lost a fight. Pray she'd come to our aid. We'll come to aid you in this fight. I never thought I'd see the day the faithful House Wolfort asked the Grand Duchy for aid. Once we win this battle, I shall be sure to relay our heartfelt gratitude to the Archduke. You have my thanks. Needn't follow my commands, Lord Sereno, and ask that you stay out of my way. Just remember that Hyzant is your enemy, not us. But if you dare turn your blade against me, know that I would return the favor in full force. Right, can you enter these? No, I can't. Oh? Well, I'll miss that then. Feels like yesterday the three nations were celebrating new age of peace, and now we meet on the field of battle. Will Nozelia ever see true peace? No. God damn! I'm either missing these or these respawn. Reminds me of the Sultan Wars back then. Hyzant had a famed archer in their ranks. His dignified view was the envy of all. I saw that. To think we'd be fighting the Blacksides who invaded our kingdom. Try as I might, these nerds won't settle down. Why are you saying this out loud while they're still here? I have no doubt Minister Sorcery plans to make use of us, but we will use him in equal measure. Defeating Azeroth will bring us closer to the heart of Hyzant. Taking the field besides Minister Sorcery is merely a step in that direction. It appears Minister Sorcery embarked in hopes of distinguishing himself through battle. One can only wonder how the Hierophant view his actions. It was not so long ago that General Avlora marched on Whiteholm Castle. I doubt I will ever forget the way she so callously struck down Prince Franny. The official was allying with Hierophant gives us the chance we can strike her down. She was indeed one struck the flame, but because that was the one that, yes, honestly this. Now that she put the blood of the royal family and retired the crown. Plan to use this battle as an opportunity to get revenge then. Aye, we need the just reason to turn our blades against them, and their treachery that day shall more than suffice. Indeed, and I will fight at your side as a member of House Wolfort. As you predicted, it looks like the Hyzantian army will try to strike at night. I didn't even think it went that far. So as Frost and Hyzant face off again. It's the stuff of nightmares, I tell you. I just pray this doesn't turn out to be the second coming of the Sultan War. Bit late. Alcen specializes in managing Sultan soldiers. Their might on the battlefield pales in comparison to House Marcial and House Farron, but I am sure we can still put them to good use. There's got to be something here. There's always something. Okay, we're done. I'm ready and Hyzan forces should be arriving shortly. So Booker's coming in first. Get on with it then.
You think to conquer this place with such a paltry force? I can see Minister Sorcelet has no mind for warfare.
I cannot deny that. Fate is cruel to have given me such a perilous duty. But it is my duty nonetheless, and I shall carry it out. For the glory of House End, I shall take this land by any means necessary.
Even if it means earning the ire of Esfrost?
By any means.
Considering his odds, he is far too calm. I sense something is amiss. Lord Serenoa, I would have your forces form the vanguard. Drive these invaders from your home!
Now!
What?
To Hyzant's ranks! Change formation!
The situation does look really bad for Avlora, but then again, it's fucking Avlora. Right, what am I working with? It's raining, so I'm not going to be experiencing a lot of fire. Ice would be good, actually. But lightning is definitely the way to go here. Not you.
Understood. I'll do my best.
Bop, bada, bop, bop, bop. What am I losing here? I think I'll stick to that. I'll stick to it. Travis is just too good. Especially in this close quarter map. Perfect formation.
Look at them, the creeps.
Serenoa, you snake! What is this betrayal?
All I do for my house.
I was a fool to have given you even an ounce of trust, to have ever considered you an ally. However, I will
You
not
will trust
be a
me
fool
again.
in defeat. Today we show you the measure of Esfrost's might. Face me if you dare.
Oh, she goes right for it.
No true pain. For my lord.
I will end this. Into the shadows. Now what to do?
Green miss.
Take this!
I shan't hold back.
Just as I planned!
Point me at him!
Perfect.
Perfect opportunity!
From where shall we strike?
Now I am.
Get rid of the ads first.
Cool heads shall prevail. Victory goes to the Prince.
I feel better than ever.
My turn. Can't go back empty-handed.
That's actually quite decent damage.
Back at you.
I'll show you what I can do.
Well, that's a kill.
Lightning!
Everyone got hurt there.
Back at you.
The heavens judge you. Stay down.
Whoops! I killed Serenor. Oh well. Maybe stop using lightning.
Ow!
But maybe I should keep using lightning.
Can't be.
Oh my god, I'm getting slaughtered.
Flee while you have the chance. You'll be nothing but a blood stain upon my blade.
For my lord. That hit.
Please get rid of the healer, yeah.
I will end this.
Weakling. I will not relent.
Prepare to face the Dawn Spear. Your defenses crumble. You see that?
Make way. I don't play around.
I shall do what I can.
Well, I wanted to heal.
Be at ease.
This might be bad. I might actually lose this.
Flee while you have the chance.
Here I come. Ready to see it stand?
That hurt me more than them, to be perfectly honest.
For my lord. That looked painful.
The heavens judge you. Tremble in fear.
That's it. B.
I have the advantage. I fucked it though.
That's it.
Maybe, yeah, maybe I should just. I'll use the ice.
Now submit.
That looked
Make
painful.
way. Take bullseye.
Let me heal your wounds. Your wounds are
I feel blessed. I hope you're watching, Grandfather.
Is there a way to just get nope. Invasion TP. Nothing. Never mind. Yeah, I might as well. Yeah, I might as well use an item.
Take that.
I shan't hold back. Prepare yourself.
I will crush you if I must destroy
She
myself.
really might actually crush me.
I'm sorry.
Every defense has a weakness. No. That hit the mark. That hit the mark.
My time is now. You'll regret facing me.
Let me return the favor. Let me return the favor.
This is my chance.
Let me kill him.
I don't play around.
My turn. Shall we begin?
This is what I do.
Thank goodness.
Well now. No
This
true
bout is
pain.
I shall protect you. Prepare yourself.
Okay, I think we have enough forces. Let's not do that. That's gonna hurt me a lot. All right.
Don't be afraid.
You left yourself open.
Behold true power.
Tremble in fear.
Let me return the favor.
This is my chance. This will hurt. Let me put you out of your misery.
Well now.
This bout is mine.
I think well, we have enough forces,
No
but
pain. That looked
I'm cutting it close. I'm cutting it so close. Yes, build up power.
I shan't hold back.
Shall we begin?
This is what I do.
You saved my neck. Here I come. Take that.
Do they have the upper hand?
Oh, no.
Oh.
Well now. That looked painful.
Ready for battle.
I shall protect you. It ends!
Stronger than you look, Frederica.
For my lord.
We got plenty.
Strategy must be refined.
I hope you're watching, Grandfather. Lightning!
It worked. It was clumsy. It was crappy. But it worked.
Retreat!
I think it's basically the same. I have a feeling Exam is still gonna do his thing. Because that was pretty much exactly the same battle.
It is over, Avlora.
Like puppets on a string. You played your part well, House Wolford.
Gah. I underestimated their capacity for deceit.
Exam, seriously? I sided with Hyzant and I just got betrayed by Hyzant almost immediately. That sucks. That's a bad choice.
What was that?
What are those flames?
That smoke, those explosions, they come from Castle Wolford.
Oh, it is a castle.
Byzantine reinforcements!
Exham! What in the blazes are you doing here?
I am here to declare myself the victor. My thanks for the diversion, Minister Sorsley.
So yeah, the choice doesn't even matter. But you look really stupid siding with Hyzant.
Speak to the hero who won the day. Castle Wolfort has fallen by my hand.
He speaks true. The flames have been lit.
They signal our defeat. Only a trusted few know to light them.
No!
Then the battle is ended. It would be folly to shed blood further.
I look forward to our rematch. Well then, Lord Serenoa, I would be grateful if you returned with me to Castle Wolfort. Of course, you are free to celebrate your victory here with Minister Sorsley. However, I am sure your father and your people sorely miss your company.
I understand. Let us be on our way then.
Same scene? I think it's gonna be the same scene. Oh god, I look like a right muppet. Ah, yeah, nah. I know I wanted to see the variation here, just to see, but that was just objectively a bad choice. Alright.
Three armies clash, their battle cries ringing across blood-soaked fields. When the chaos subsides, the gallant figure of Exum Marshall stands victorious. General of Vlora sees the tide turning against her and retreats before it swallows her whole. The bitter taste of defeat is unfamiliar to her tongue.
Right, at this point I never beat her once yet. Except for this one time. Yeah, but that battle was stupid. I suppose I got so many of my units killed for no reason. I should have stuck with Ice Magic.
Don't think that seat's meant for you, friend. Lord of the house only.
Ah, but who is lord over a fallen castle? By rights, it should belong to its conquerors. From my perspective, it is clear who that is.
Those purple flames. So that was the full measure of Hyzant's new weapon.
Beautiful, no? Courtesy of our capable researchers at the Ministry. I'm afraid it's still a work in progress, but I hope you found our initial display compelling. If not, I'm sure my men could be persuaded to give another.
There is no need for that.
I bet you only have
Not
one
see
though.
my people suffer further.
I'm glad we've reached an accord. Leave us.
Yes, my lord.
Once again, why leave him with Serenoa's whole retinue?
What
He
is
could
the
be
meaning
killed
of
right
this?
where he stands.
It is all too easy to make enemies when one is young and talented. And so every so often I must put on a display like this. Anyhow, I've come to speak with you, Lord Serenoa. Once I've said my piece, we shall leave.
What could I possibly gain from hearing you out?
There are parasites within Hyzant that grow fat on the goddess's blessing at the expense of those who deserve it. I would ask for your aid in purging this sickness from our beloved nation.
I'm listening. Go on.
Before boring you with details, allow me to give you this.
So,
what is it?
if I made this choice,
developed at our ministry.
and I gained Exham's implicit trust, wouldn't reporting his illicit, like Sorceless's illicit soul,
So the
be more
rumors are true
beneficial?
then.
Curses! Hyzantian
Actually, no.
treachery.
Better yet,
The
wouldn't
craft is efficacious. You can be
doing
sure.
like trading
His
the
heart will
illicit
beat
soul
as steadily as it did in youth.
be
you.
forgiven because I'm
Pray
doing it
save your
to
gratitude
gather
until
evidence
after you've heard
on
the
Exham's
favor I ask
behalf?
in return.
You
You
would
know?
propose a deal.
No, like this game has holes where they should.
I would. You are
Like
familiar
there are
with Minister
signs where
Sorceler
there's you can make choices
As
that
head of
should
his
actually
house
have
and
proper
one of the Saintly
repercussions,
Seven, long
but
has he overseen the distribution of
mechanically
salt,
within the code,
which would be
they
all
can't
well
do
and
it.
good, were he not profiting personally by abusing his station. He peddles salt outside the purview of the consortium.
But how is that possible?
A man of his influence has his means, no doubt. The consortium is not well liked by all, 'tis true, but they have done more good than harm in ensuring that each nation is given fair treatment in matters of trade. If these claims against Minister Sorceler are true, he would be in direct violation of the Accords.
Precisely so, and in his violation he would leave an indelible stain on our nation's reputation.
Who buys his ill-gotten wares? Esfrost?
Would have to be.
None other, my lady.
We have witnessed as much.
Then you understand that his greed touches the lives of people even outside our nation's borders.
Well, we have
brings
noticed
us
them.
to
I
my
think that was a new line
What would you have us do?
because we did go to Esfrost and we did witness smuggling.
I would see Minister Sorceler relieved of his position.
And his life, I take it.
A man after my own heart. Speaking of which, I pray your Lord Father sees a quick recovery.
Also, yeah, with this scene,
Now, I shall return the castle to your safekeeping.
That's quite generous of you.
I've already made quite the request of you. To impose any more would be unseemly.
yeah, like why doesn't this come back?
I take it this request isn't one we can refuse.
You're quite perceptive. I like that. Well then, I shall take my leave. May our next meeting bring good tidings.
Like this scene should be the choice that obligates you towards like trading the illicit soul as opposed to just simply reporting Sorcery. And it should be the condition to awaken Simon because he gives you the elixir. Like this game could be a lot more complex, I'm just saying, basically.
Do you require assistance, Your Excellency?
I require silence. Can't you see I'm thinking here?
Exham's meddling is unfortunate. He hid his investigations well. He may have already poisoned the Holy One against us. We must take action, and soon. If our dealings were to come to light, it would have grave implications.
Do you understand the meaning of silence? If you insist on pestering me so, then tell me what you would do.
I would do whatever Your Excellency commands.
He is commanding you to find him a way out of this mess. Have you no ideas for me?
Like implicate Tenebris.
I fear not,
Easily.
Your Excellency.
Useless! Would
Just
you see me
just
dead
out
then?
your other just out your other accomplices.
We can't let the Wolforts fall into Exham's clutches. They are too valuable.
This never actually comes into fruition. We never actually become part of Exham's forces.
I must find a way to make them see the upside of being in my good graces.
Like, this never gets addressed. What chapter are we in right now? I think we're on repeating path now. Yeah, we're on the repeating path. And then this impasse will be yeah, this is where you decide to take on the illicit salt. I could do both, actually. I could do both right now. I got the time. Let's go. Like, each episode is 2 hours. I'm on 1 hour. Hopefully I can move things along quick enough to get to the decision fast. Otherwise, if it takes too long, like if I get 1 hour and 30 minutes, by the time I reach the actual decision, like by the time I reach the scales of conviction section, I'll stop there. But if it's before that, if it's within a few minutes, I'll do it. Because like they're so close together, I might as well.
Brother, there you are.
Well, where else would he be?
You have to run now.
If I recall, she did see him there. That's exactly where he was, and always has been. He never moved.
Come out, Your Highness.
Not so loud. Anyone finds out about this, it'll be our heads on pikes.
I'm sorry. This is all my fault.
Nonsense. You're more courageous than you know. It's time for us to go. Cordelia?
I'm staying here.
What? Why? After all this?
That is all the more reason for me to stay. I will avenge our family. I will find out what Esfrost's schemes are. And when the time is right, I shall bring them down.
You intend to wed the Archduke, then?
Yes.
Honestly, just have his child, and then your child can be made to become the next Duke.
Take care of yourself,
and
will you?
And the King of Glenbrook. Like, it just depends on how you manipulate the situation, whether it's going to be in favor of Glenbrook or in favor of Esfrost. But if you kill Gustadolf, you have a puppet leader.
It seems Hyzant has withdrawn from the Wolford domain.
And left the
Like, you know,
Wolforts with their independence?
if you're gonna marry
very
a manipulative
uncharacteristic of them.
asshole, learn a few
Doubtless
tricks.
They mean to use the Wolforts against us. The illusion of freedom will make them more pliable to an entreaty from their saviors. So not only has House Wolford defied us, but the Holy State stands with them.
I suppose even zealots can be coaxed from their pulpits. General Avlora reported the use of a weapon which caused an explosion of purple smoke throughout the battlefield.
Yes, not but bluster and fury for now. But who knows what may become of it in time. The situation has become vexing.
The failure was mine, Your Grace.
Failure does not become you, Avlora. You know what I expect. May you never utter those words in my presence again.
Yes, Your Grace.
Have you news of the prince's whereabouts, Thallus?
I'm afraid not. Information seems to have slowed down to a trickle. But worry not, brother. The sizable bounty I put on his head should motivate the more industrious of our subjects to action.
We cannot let him live. Find him at all costs.
My lord, the prince has returned.
What? Is he hurt?
Slightly the worse for wear, but he appears hale, my lord.
I feared we wouldn't see the day.
Serenoa, will you welcome an old friend back into your home?
With pleasure.
Anna, does anyone else know of Prince Roland's whereabouts?
None. Of that I made sure. Only those present here know where he is.
Very good. Let no one else approach these chambers.
Gustave plans to wed my sister. He will proclaim his intent soon.
Cordelia? But why would he do that?
To secure
Why
his
wouldn't he
strength
do
before
that? Honestly.
So the throne was his goal all along. In that case, why murder his own kin?
That bastard. Schemes upon schemes.
Cordelia seems to have accepted her fate, but I refuse to. I need to stop this wedding. And I need your help. We must put an end to Esfrost's machinations once and for all. Together. Can I count on you?
My prince, as your friend, I must be frank. We find ourselves in a delicate situation. A single rash move could mean the loss of our home.
For now, we must let Hyzant and Esfrost think our loyalty can be won by force or intimidation.
And to that end, we have a bargain with Hyzant to fulfill. That must come first before all.
I see. Of course, I cannot blame you. You have subjects to keep safe after all. I apologize for imposing. I shall leave this place. Only tragedy will come if I stay.
My prince, if I may. Considering recent events, there may be no safe haven for you in all of Norzelia. However, I have a proposition.
Speak plainly, Benedict. What is it?
Give me your royal signet. Apologies, but I will not be able to return it.
My signet! The last proof of my lineage. But why?
So you may die, my prince.
Why does he have a signet ring? When he's not even a lord or a king? Because that's like the royal seal. You use a signet ring to, like, stamp wax to make it an official royal seal on any letters of correspondence. So that when people see the seal, this is the word and or command of the royal family. Why does he need to do that when he's in no position within politics to give commands? No, he's not even part of the military. He's just a second prince, hanging around with Wolffort most of the time. I don't know. Like, I mean, the Japanese even understand the concept of hanko.
Don't you have anything to say? I freed my brother.
We are to be wed. I must learn to forgive such rash impulses as you are prone to have.
I spit on your forgiveness. I'll never return your hollow gestures.
Like, this is a setup for a romance, honestly, where she slowly grows to like him.
Wish. Your brother has nowhere to run in any case. However, House Wolffort is a nuisance. A nuisance I cannot expunge without earning Hyzant's
Like, honestly, I kind of I want a route where Cordelia actually begins to side with Esfrost.
But it would seem
Because she
that
does
no longer
actually
matters.
demonstrate that that Gustave can actually rule Glenbrook quite well, and Esfrost's ideals
Nozelia.
are quite appealing to the people and are quite appealing to her. Plus the fact that he's quite charismatic and driven, you know, something, you know. There's something there if you really want to explore it.
Hey, boss, come take a look at this.
The poor soul. Or maybe not so poor, judging by these clothes.
Hey, Pa! Remember what I said about that reward money?
Of course I do. This might just be him.
Pa, take a look at this!
A shiny ring, huh? Is that the royal emblem? This has got to be Prince Roland.
The corpse is regrettably too damaged to identify, but the royal signet is unmistakable. Aside from Cordelia, there is only one who would wear the royal family's ring. There can be no doubt, this is Prince Roland.
Excuse me, Your Grace, but about that reward.
Thalas, give them their coin.
Yes, brother.
Thank you kindly for your generosity, Your Grace.
Now, how'd you get that hefty reward and be struggling to have any money by the end, by the time you meet them again?
What a waste.
It's crazy.
Is this truly how the kingdom of Glenbrook meets its end?
House Wolfort are no fools. Their friend was only a liability. They have spared themselves by forsaking the prince. They may have escaped, but there are none who would help them. There is no reason for us to concern ourselves with House Wolfort any longer.
A shame.
Your poor brother, betrayed by his most trusted friend.
Oh, Roland.
Like this would be the point where she would end up developing Stockholm syndrome because she has no means of escape now.
Wolforts were settled as peaceably as could be expected. I trust they shall flourish with your support, Minister Sorsley.
Your story leaves me with one question, Exham.
Oh, here we go. It might be addressing.
Was it not your forces who took Castle Wolfort, yet you leave them with their freedom?
One so accustomed to the intrigues of politics surely sees the reason why. Their true enemies are the Esfrosti. And the Hierophant would know the true reasons behind Esfrost's recent machinations. In this endeavor, a free ally would suit us better than a beaten subject.
I see. While kept on a short leash, they can be useful guard dogs. But that leash can always be cut if they prove feral.
Just so. An open hand in the right situation can win so much more than a closed fist.
You may be right.
Ah, but before I leave, the Holy One expressed some concern for you. Have you had any troubles managing the salt as of late?
None at all, naturally.
Splendid.
Showed his hand there a bit. He could have said nothing and just left.
My lord, a bird from Sorsley End of Hyzant has arrived. He has offered to send us provisions and funds in light of our situation.
A most welcome offer, to be sure, but why would he extend a helping hand to us now? Could he be after something?
Undoubtedly, there are regrettably none so altruistic amongst the Saintly Seven. Seeing as Minister Sorsley has never shown much interest in other nations, I can only surmise this is a ploy to put House Wolford in his debt.
Actually,
As
yeah,
I
I forgot.
suspected,
When you're heading
people and
towards the
soldiers need all the help they can get.
other forces,
This
yeah,
is also a
the other
good
section,
opportunity to fulfill
there's...
our promise to Minister Exham.
Okay, I might need to end this before when the actual choice comes up,
I assure
because
you, Minister
there,
Sorsley
it
will
is.
be the only
I'm
one
gonna
with
be facing
ulterior
2
motives in
battles
this
after
exchange.
this.
Let
I'm
us
gonna need
accept
to
his
fight
proposal.
Travis and Trish in the abandoned village,
Understood.
and then
We
I'll,
shall
and then
discuss our
I'll reveal my
countermeasures at another time.
Roland's identity to Swarog, which will create some kind of subsequent battle, which I'm not quite aware of yet. So I'm gonna have to end it here, actually. Give me some thought. So, yeah, and here. We'll let the cutscene play until we gain control, and then I'll save the game.
The news of Prince Roland's death spreads across the land like wildfire. With his demise, seemingly comes the end of the Kingdom of Glenbrook. But only days later, a proclamation is made that would bind Esfrost and Glenbrook. Bearer of the royal signet and last heir to the throne of Glenbrook, Cordelia is to ascend as queen. And wed Archduke Gustadolf.
Yeah, Gaston like a motherfucker. Ah, I still ship it. It could totally work.
Princess Cordelia is to wed the Archduke? What is the meaning of this? Gustadolf is the very one who invaded Glenbrook.
But King Regna is to blame for trying to monopolize the mines.
God, that woman's voice is
What does
annoying.
it matter who the princess weds as long as Glenbrook lives on?
It damn well matters to me.
My people, our days of late have been dark and filled with strife. Both Glenbrook and Esfrost have suffered countless losses. And we have lost both of our beloved princes. For that, I offer you my deepest condolences. May they all rest in peace. As you all know, my father was sentenced to death for his role in this tragic event. But how do we come to grips with our sorrow and anger? How do we atone for our mistakes?
Esfrost does not deserve your forgiveness! Do not submit to Gustadolf's will!
If I recall, that was a soldier
Let
that
us
said that.
recognize our sins as such and move forward. Archduke Gustadolf has magnanimously given us another chance. A chance to see Glenbrook to a fair and free future. As the queen of this kingdom, I, Cordelia of House Glenbrook, do hereby accept the warmth and governance of Esfrost, and swear to do everything in my power to usher in an age of peace with the Archduke.
With all due respect, sir, I do not believe Queen Cordelia to be fit for ruling Glenbrook.
She does not need to be. She is to be our figurehead, a place for the people to focus both their hope and discontent. And while the poor people of Glenbrook stumble in the dark, we shall establish a new government, one based in freedom. Once the people have had a taste of true freedom Esfrost would offer them, there will be no turning back. By the time Cordelia births an heir, both this kingdom and its people will belong solely to Esfrost.
I would be loath to stand upon a political battlefield. It is far more heartless than those of war.
I am simply breathing new life into a kingdom of tired traditions. The people will thank me for it in time.
Father, my brothers, I swear to avenge you.
Right, and this is where you start making some decisions. So, gonna save it here. Actually, how much money do I have right now? Not enough, that's what. So I'm gonna save the game, and we'll continue again next time. Bye!